Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on Superman and Lois Season 3, and this is actually going to be my trailer breakdown for the first Season 3 promo that we received over the past day or so. But of course, before we get into anything else, let's actually watch the trailer.
Today just reminded me how truly magical it is to be a mom. I might be pregnant.
Lois is missing.
How could you just leave her?
Life's worth stake.
My daughter's life is at stake.
Isn't this what you've been training for?
I can't do this kind of stuff alone.
We'll find her. Lois! We are gonna get through this as a family.
Superman and Lois. Season premiere Tuesday, March 14th. Only on the CW.
So this was released in the ad breaks of the Critics' Choice Awards last night, and there is actually another promo that they did release, which is a bit of like a mashup for the night that it's going to be appearing on, which we will play later on in the video after we break down this first trailer, as it was the proper one, so more important to focus on that first, I guess. But of course, throughout the video, be sure to let me know in the comments section down below your various thoughts on this, anything that catches your eye, what it excites you the most, anything I missed out, let me know in the comments section down below. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, want to show your support, and you're looking forward to this season of Superman and Lois, why not drop a like on the video to show that support? So we do start off the trailer at like a birthday celebration for both Jordan and Jonathan. So happy days. I'm sure there might be something that goes down drama-wise. Who knows? But of course, this does showcase the new Jonathan Kent following the recast between seasons 2 and 3. There are just a couple of shots of him in this trailer, but not too much because it more focuses on the Superman and Lois side of things. But yeah, you get a couple of shots of him. But it is what we hear next that is quite shocking and surprising, and that is that Lois may be pregnant, which is big because I don't think, many people would think that they would potentially bring in another child into this Kent family. But it also ties to other things in the trailer that many people believe could be connected to a storyline from the comics, but we will get to that later on in the video. So the next part we hear in the trailer is that Lois is apparently missing. She goes missing. Now, it's not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure, and also the trailer doesn't make it 100% clear if this is related to Intergang or not, but we do see Lois here in this like warehousey area with these armed dudes, but they aren't using any alien type weaponry that you would assume that, and expect, I guess, from Intergang, but maybe they saved that for external use, I don't know. I'm not too sure if this is the warehouse where the ex-Kryptonite was last season. It might be, but my memory is a bit foggy in regards to it. If it is, let me know, because this could be the same area. Maybe she's, piecing it together. But also, we didn't get the, fallout from them. They never really picked up again on that ex-Kryptonite thing, and I assumed it's because they were going to pick it up in Season 3, and maybe whoever the big bad is was connected to that. So maybe Intergang and Bruno Mannheim were connected to that ex-Kryptonite, outlet, if you want to call it, from last season, but that's a wait and see. But in this part of the trailer, we can also see that Sam Lane is back working at the DoD. You can see him in his military attire, so at least that's how you know he's going to play into this season. But Lois was apparently taken when there was a lot going on, which is why Superman couldn't protect her at that moment that she was taken. So it makes you assume that either Superman was fighting maybe other Intergang people or a villain or whoever it might be, but his attention was taken. Now, we do get little bits in this trailer with Jordan going on about, some of the Superboy stuff and even seeing him flying and stuff. Just getting more experience with his abilities. But as I said earlier on, this trailer more focuses on the Superman and the Lois Lane side of things and what's going on there, because it seems like that's going to be a heavy focus at the beginning of this season. So there's not too much Jordan, just little bits of it. Now, we do see Superman being hit with what seems to be like some sort of like kryptonite-based weapon, like a kryptonite ray or something along those lines. That's what it looks like at the very least. But more importantly, in regards to what is going on with him in this trailer, we also see a portion of the trailer where he's like screaming out for Lois and flying towards her as quick as he can while she is screaming out for him, and it seems to be in like immediate danger. With us then seeing the Daily Planet, like big thing, like the actual Daily Planet, if you want to call it, the globe, crumbling down from the top of the building, and I guess what looks to be Metropolis being messed up around it, with the Daily Planet big globe falling down upon Lois. So this really makes you question, is this real, or is this visions that Superman is happening? Now, in regards to it being real, it looks a bit vision-y, like it's meant to be, but then again, that could just be the green screen. I'm not too sure, but even like the way that it zooms like it zooms out with Lois, it looks like the back of her is going away, which makes it seem like a vision. But I don't know, it just might be how it was filmed. I'm not 100% sure. But But in regards to the visions and stuff like that, this could be maybe something that Intergang is doing to him. We see him getting hit by this kryptonite ray. We don't know if that's what's actually making him have these visions, or then they do something to him and he starts to, envision things and stuff like that. But this is where things sort of like connect a bit in regards to things that, people might be thinking are happening this season. And one of the big things that I saw is one word, which funnily enough connects to what we saw in the Flash last season in regards to this one word, and that is injustice. People seem to believe there is a good amount of injustice connections just from what we're seeing in this trailer, and you can't deny it. And I'll tell you why. So in Injustice's story in the comics, if you have not, or even the video game, if you've not read it or played it, or even seen the movie, there's also that animated movie. So if you haven't, enticed yourself or dipped your toe into the Injustice story, whether it's in comics, games, or movies, in that story there is a pregnant Lois Lane and she is kidnapped. In that case, it is by the Joker. But then Superman is tricked into thinking that he is actually fighting Doomsday and everything like that, when in reality, he is attacking Lois. So everything that he's putting into Doomsday, he's putting into Lois, eventually killing her. And that isn't it. Lois's death actually triggers the destruction of Metropolis due to Lois's heartbeat being lined up to detonate a nuke when it, I think it was a nuke or like a nuclear device, something like that, when it falls downwards to a certain point. Now, does this seem to line up with a few things in the trailer? Hell yeah, more than a few. Pregnant Lois at the beginning, kidnapped by what appears to be Intergang, so substituting, Joker and Harley Quinn, or just Joker, I guess it was, with Intergang. Superman having visions by the looks of it, and parts of Metropolis appearing to be destroyed, and just the threat of Lois being killed. And then we also have an upset Clark even towards the end of the trailer, though I think you see the top of Lois's head, but then again, it could be Lana's head, who knows. Now, is Lois Lane going to die? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to kill Lois Lane off. Maybe they could do something where they mess with Clark and making him think that he killed Lois. I'm not too sure. But I think it's going to be a bit of a bait and switch type thing, like we got last season with the whole Doomsday situation, where it ended up being Bizarro. But there are some very, very similar Injustice type beats going on from portions of this trailer, and maybe even consequences to follow up as the season goes on. So the exact same thing or the exact same situations that happen in Injustice might not happen in this season, but some very similar type beats that then play off into different consequences as the season goes on. But because someone dies, actually a lot of people die, but one person dies to trigger it, that being Lois Lane, does that mean someone else will die? I'd like to say no, just because I couldn't name anyone that would sort of be as important as Lois or even one of the boys or Superman himself that would trigger it. I don't think they're going to kill John Henry, I don't think. There's too much stuff going on. Like he has his own storyline. I'm not going to kill him. So I just don't think anyone will die, but it might just be more of like a threat for something like that to happen. Then maybe even like the possibility of like something happening to Metropolis, because actually what could happen now that I think about it, we've heard that with Bruno Mannheim, he's meant to be seen as like a bit of not a god, but like a very well-liked figure within Metropolis, especially certain parts of Metropolis, maybe like the lower economic sector of it. I wonder if they make it that like Superman has visions and goes around and destroys parts of Metropolis, and he's not fighting anyone. He's just going around punching a building, flipping cars, maybe destroying the top of the Daily Planet, something like that. And it's all caught on camera. But Superman, through visions and stuff like that, maybe through what Intergang is doing to him, thinks he's fighting someone, whether it's Doomsday, whether it's Zod, whoever it might be. So that's very similar to the Injustice type storyline from the comics, games, and movie. But he's actually not killing anyone. He's just randomly punching buildings thinking that he is fighting someone. That's all caught on camera, and it's like Bruno Mannheim's way of turning Metropolis against Superman and thinking that Superman's gone a bit crazy. Maybe that's what's going on. Keep that in mind. But yeah, they did actually release another promo. They released a Gotham Knights promo, a Superman and Lois promo, and then they actually released like a joint thing. So let's just watch that right now.
Gothamites have a new generation of protectors.
Their new heroes are also their most wanted fugitives.
You almost revealed yourself to the entire world. I had it under control.
I might be pregnant.
How?
Clark.
We have to stick together.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Superman and Lois, Gotham Knights. Premieres Tuesday, March 14th, only on the CW.
So yeah, there is only like a couple of different shots in there of like Jordan using his heat vision and just some minor things like that. Nothing major, but it was still worth a watch. But yeah, I must say the quality looks very good. Obviously, you would know that I forgot to mention this, but he has a new suit. We already knew that because of set photos and stuff like that. Like we've already gone over the fact that Superman has a new suit this season. But yeah, it looks really good. Like that, the whole thing in Metropolis and them flying around and the Daily Planet falling down looked really good. So I'm liking what I've seen so far from this season. We're still 2 months out from it premiering, so we've still got a while to go. We'll probably get another trailer, maybe even a longer one, like a minute and a half or something. But we might be waiting like maybe around the time that the Flash premieres to get that. So keep your eyes out for that. But I'm happy from what we've seen so far based off this like 30-second odd promo. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on all the stuff we went over. Always curious to read what you guys are thinking. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.